Hello everyone, this is Player One. Thanks for joining me for another episode of In My Opinion. This time on IMO, I'm going to be flying around World of Warcraft again. This time I'm going to fly around Winter Spring. Back when WoW was released about 10 years ago, I spent a lot of time in this zone working on special quests to get a special mount, and it never really bothered me. I think I spent a couple hours a day in this zone for, maybe 2, 3 months, and I just really enjoy the snowy scenery and everything, so I thought I would fly around here today. Anyway, in episode 5 here today, I'm going to kind of switch gears a little bit. In the last few episodes, I've been talking about what I'd consider to be kind of pretty serious topics, hope, fear, judgment, stuff like that. So today I'm going to talk about something a bit more fun. I'm going to talk about anime, or we might be technically more correct in saying Japanese animation, but better known as anime. Anime it's awesome, and in my opinion, I'm excited to share my thoughts about it. For those of you who don't know about or are not familiar with anime, the easiest way to explain it is basically cartoons that are not really aimed at children. When people think about cartoons, they might think about old school stuff. They might think about stuff like Mickey Mouse or Looney Tunes, or maybe moving up in the years, you might think about He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, even newer still, you might think about like Tom and Jerry or Gargoyles or the stuff like that. I mean, there's cartoons all over that most people think about when you hear the word cartoon. Anyway, you get the idea. Cartoons like those, if you're to give them a rating, it'd be rated G. Basically think Disney. Disney and cartoons pretty much go together. But anime, let's explain anime a little more. Anime can be anything and everything. It could be rated G or PG-13. It could be rated R, whatever. It's anything. If you can think of any TV show or movie out there, you can find that type of movie or show as an anime. Even more ideas that you probably couldn't even think of, because anime doesn't have the limitations of real life TV or movies. You could go like a Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is an anime movie, for example, that is a really Alfred Hitchcock style feel to it. Or you could find some animes that really are just fun-loving, entertaining, kind of, maybe geared more towards kids, like K-On! It's a show about some girls in high school who start up a after-school light music club, and it's just fun going. There's no drama to it. There's no real sadness to it. It's just fun and entertaining. So my first experience with anime was a movie that was made in 1988 named Akira, which was eventually translated into English and brought over to America. Akira, in my opinion, was the first real introduction to anime that the English-speaking world received. Akira is a sci-fi action drama movie. It's a mind trip. It's about 2 hours long, and it's rated R. As soon as I saw Akira, I was hooked. I mean, since then, anime slowly started to grow and really started to boom around the late 90s, I'd say. From the 90s till now, anime potential has really been realized and even given birth to CG movies, once again, in my opinion. There's, I'm sure, a lot of people who would debate otherwise, but computer graphics and cinematics and things were growing in video games for a long time, but with the ideas of anime, that there are now CG movies that are based off of anime. Like one of my favorites, for example, was Final Fantasy. Back when it was Squaresoft, and Final Fantasy games were making great strides in CG cinematic movie type things. Now you have Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, which is based off of the game, but it is a CG movie, and it is amazing. But a lot of people would link that with anime because they have the Japanese feel to it, the style to it. Anime like gaming is a genre and a community full of awesome people. While there is plenty of anime that is made that costs money, there is also tons of anime that's free to watch, as well as tons of sites and downloads online that fans will translate and give subtitles to just to help spread the joy, because it starts out in Japan, and then you have all the translators making it so that everyone else who doesn't speak, you can find it in English, you can find it in Spanish, you can find it in Russian, French, you can translate them into any kind of languages, and it's great. That kind of brings me to the next part I wanted to explain about anime. Length. Anime has a lot of ranges. You can find short 5-minute episodes of shows, you can find short series, long-running series, you can find movies, and everything in between. Some series are episodes that are 15 to 30 minutes long, that might be 14 episodes long, or you could get into a lot of animes that are usually 2 seasons long worth, each season being about 12, 13 episodes, so that the series might be about 24 to 26 episodes long. Then you can get into some anime series like the famous older one like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. Those series, they have hundreds of episodes and enormous fan bases. So that kind of gives a lot of the basics and explanations of anime, but why do I love it so much? Because anime can be anything and everything, like I said earlier. Chances are good you can find animes out there that will really touch your heart, or there are serious animes as well as ones that deal with World War II or historical dramas. There's a movie called Grave of the Fireflies, and it has to do with 2 Japanese kids during the bombings in Japan in World War II. And there are also action-packed, straight-up eye-candy anime, like one of my favorites, that Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. And like I said, it's technically a CG movie based on a video game, but a lot of anime fans will group it in with the anime, since that's the style too. They have the same art style, and the story from the game and the movie runs deep. So another of my favorite animes is Naruto. I loved it at first. Like I said earlier, it's one of those really long running series, and it started with just Naruto, which was a little over 200 episodes, and is now into Naruto Shippuuden, which is right around 400 episodes right now, I think. It is still going. And Naruto at first glance might look kind of kiddie and goofy, but when I started watching it, it deals with a lot of deep feelings and acceptance and death, and it really hooked me in because it felt a lot more real than just a typical cartoon of some goofy kids. It felt real. And with such a long-running series like that, the longer I watched, the more I came to care for the characters and the story. And that's what can happen with a lot of anime. The stories can make you laugh, cry, smile. It can make you tense up, or just give you shots of adrenaline with all the action. Another cool feature of anime that has grown worldwide is anime music videos. AMVs are just like any other music video, except the majority of them are fan-made. I've made a few myself, and it's a lot of fun. Anyone can just pick up a song they enjoy, then pick an anime or multiple animes and make a music video with the anime in it. It's really cool. If you check out animemusicvideos.org, or you can just YouTube AMVs, you'll find tons of them. Music is great, the anime is great, put them together and there you go, more greatness. If you want to check out some of the AMVs I've made, check out Veritas-X on YouTube. I'll have it set as a featured channel on Hidden Levels channel, and they aren't the best, but they're fun, and that's what it's all about. It's having fun. Some of the AMVs you might watch aren't that great, and some of them might be awesome. It's just people doing it because they like to do it. They're not getting anything out of this. It's just for fun because anime is awesome. Anime, it's great. There's plenty of people out there who might think that anyone who watches anime is lame or a geek or a nerd or childish or whatever, but that all goes back to previous IMO episodes. Those people just judge others because they don't understand or agree with something, but I don't care. If watching anime and playing games makes me a nerd, a geek, a dweeb, or anything like that, then I wave my nerd flag high and proud. Anime is awesome. People who watch anime are awesome. So that's what I think. And just in case you might be curious, a quick list of some of my favorite animes. Maybe if you liked what I've talked about, you might enjoy checking some of these out. I enjoy Kenshin, Dragonball, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Naruto Shippuuden, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Gurren Lagann, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, K-On!, Black Rock Shooter, Sword Art Online, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle. Those are from the Miyazaki movies. Those are awesome. Akira, Angel Beats, Death Note, Clannad, Trigun, Ouran High School Host Club, Puella, Magi, Modoka, Magica, Chuunibyou, Demokoi ga Shitai. There's tons and tons and tons of anime out there. They're just fantastic. I'll keep that list in the description, so I'll type those out after I go back and listen to this, and if you want to check them out, you can. Same thing with the AMV stuff, I'll put it all in the description, like if you want to check out animemusicvideos.org or check out the ones I've made. Anyway, I made it out of winter, spring, and I'm just kind of floating around now, seeing what's over here. They've changed quite a bit in the game since then. They changed a lot of the landscape, but this looks pretty cool. Anyway, this is Player One. Hopefully you've enjoyed hearing me ramble about anime and how much I like it. Join me again next time, and stay awesome.